So let's continue with example number 2. So in this example, we are considering h of z as half 1 minus z inverse, right? So if we substitute z equals plus 1 and z equals minus 1, then for z equals plus 1, we will get answer as 0, and for z equals minus 1, we get our answer as 1, right? So you can see that clearly it is high pass filter, right? So previously it was low pass filter when we have 1 plus z inverse. Okay, please watch my last video if you haven't, because this is the continuation of whole series of filter designing. So these are the some prerequisites needed, okay, in order to learn filter design, and that's why I am showing all this. So this is nothing but our high pass filter, right? And just by putting z equals e power j omega, okay, we get h of e raised to j omega equals, since now this time we have minus, right? So of course we will be getting sine function, right? It is 1 minus e power minus j omega. So as previously done, what we will do, we will be taking e power minus j omega by 2 common, right? So inside we are left with e power plus j omega by 2 plus, sorry, minus e power minus j omega by 2, and this 2, okay, I'm writing over here, right? So at the end, okay, I'm writing over here, at the end we are left with h of e power j omega, okay, it is equal to, this is nothing but our sine of omega by 2, right? So this time, okay, it is actually j, okay, j will appear because we know the formula of sine, right? It has 2j over here, right? So that's why we are having j, so it is sine omega by 2, right? Just we have multiplied this by j, okay? So this whole term will be sine omega by 2, and so this j will be here, right? So unlike example number 1, that is in high pass filter, we got cosine function, but here we got sine function, right? So if I want to plot the graph, okay, that is a magnitude, okay, clearly you can see this is the magnitude part and this is our phase, right? So since this is a sine function, as we all know, it will start from here 0, okay, and at omega equals pi, since omega equals pi, our magnitude over here is sine omega by 2. We are plotting sine omega by 2, that's it. And since we are having digital frequency, we will not go beyond pi. So at omega equals pi, sine omega by 2 will be 1, right? So this is the maximum value of our magnitude, right? So this is our magnitude plot, and similarly the phase plot is e power minus j omega by 2, right? So you can plot the phase part as well very easily. So it is up to you now. It's your homework that how you will plot the phase part of this. So now let's move towards example number 3. Okay, now let me show you one thing, that before moving to example number 3, I want to show one thing, that if there is one footnote, okay, let me write over here, there is one footnote, and the note is that if we substitute z by minus z in any function, then always remember that a low pass filter will change to high pass filter and vice versa is also. So clearly in example number 1, we have plus sign over here, and if we substitute z by minus z, then we get negative sign, and it is, as we have seen just few minutes ago, that it is our high pass filter, right? So and from magnitude also you can see plot, from magnitude plot also you can see that it is high pass filter, right? It is suppressing the low frequencies and passing the higher frequencies which are close to pi. So this is clear. Now let's move towards this example number 3, right? Just put this note, okay, aside, and now we are continuing this. Okay, so you can clearly see that this was our low pass filter, this was our high pass filter. If we cascade both of them, right, it is cascading means multiplying in z domain, right? So if we cascade both of them, then we are left with 1 minus z power minus 2, if we can simplify. So, and we can clearly see that from the magnitude response, and if you will put z equals plus 1 and minus 1, then also you can conclude that it is nothing but our band pass filter. Okay, let me write, it is band pass filter. And just I am showing the cascading of both of them. So first is, okay, it is like this. Okay, just we are adding two, just we are cascading two filters, right? That is, first is high pass, this response is of high pass, and from here it is of low pass, right? Because if you recall from last lecture, we have low pass filter response as like this, right? So it is over here. So if we cascade high pass and low pass, we are left with band pass. So you can clearly see it will allow, okay, a band of frequencies. So this is its magnitude response. This is the maximum frequency pi, and you can plot this also. And if you will plot this, then okay, just substitute z by e power j omega. Okay, so what we will get? We will get h of e power j omega as j times twice of a. A is just a magnitude, right? E power minus j omega sine omega. Okay, it is very obvious. Okay, if you want, then I will do it for you. Okay, so I am just doing it for you, that a 1 plus e power minus j omega, and the second one is 1 minus e power minus j omega. Okay, so just as we have done, we are taking e power minus j omega by 2 as common, right? So we are taking from both of them e power minus j omega by 2. So from both of them, they will be added. So omega by 2 plus omega by 2 will give e power j omega, right? And inside this will make cosine of omega by 2, and this will make sine of omega by 2. And obviously, if we are having sine, then we have to put one j over here, right? And one more thing is that we don't have 2, okay, that divide by 2 which we want, okay, this half, okay, that we are not having, right? So we have to make sure of that thing also. So just we get 2, okay, just a scalar. I hope everything is visible now. That this part, from this part we are taking e power minus j omega by 2 as common, okay, as done in this case, and from this part also. So outside we are having omega by 2 plus omega by 2 in e power. So we are having outside as e power minus j omega, right? And this will give cosine omega by 2, and this will give sine omega by 2. Okay, obviously after taking e power minus j omega by 2 common from both of them, right? So at the end we are left with this. Okay, and this is nothing but, okay, we have 4, sorry, because omega 1 2 is required over here and 1 2 is required over here, right? So we have 4 over here. So let me write again that we have j 4 times a e power minus j omega cosine omega by 2 and sine omega by 2, and we know that twice of cosine omega by 2 and cos omega by 2, okay, sorry, twice of sine omega by 2 and cosine omega by 2 will give sine omega, right? So we have 4, we have utilized that one twice in this formula, so we are left with j times 2a e power minus j omega sine omega, right? And that's why we are getting this curve, okay, of sine. You can clearly see, verify that this is the curve of sine function, right? So this is our elementary band pass filter. Okay, and similarly, as I said, if you will let me proceed, okay, to example number 4. I'm writing over here because I am having some space. So if I put just z by minus z, right? So over here we will be getting a times 1 plus z inverse, right? Over here we have 1 minus z inverse, over here we are getting 1 plus z inverse, and this will be our band stop filter. It was the band pass, and this is band stop. So in next lecture we will be continuing our band stop filter, okay, and we will be plotting this thing. And if we will plot, we will see that we will get the cosine function instead of sine. Okay, in band pass we are getting sine, in band stop we will get cosine. So we will be continuing from this point in next lecture. Thank you.